Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. I believe that by the time this market cycle is over, all of the irrational XRP haters will be proven to be the fools that we know that they are, saying nonsense about XRP doesn't deserve to be in your portfolio. It's just going to fall out of the top 10. It's going to peak at $1 this cycle. All the stupid ass stuff that we've seen from a number of irrational XRP haters. That said, there are some who are, I think, operating in good faith, who maybe have lower expectations for XRP price performance than I think is likely to occur, to just put it mildly. And then, of course, on the flip side, you get the lunatics that are calling for like 3 or 4 digit XRP this market cycle. This market cycle? Get the hell out of here with that nonsense. But there are still, there's like a sweet spot in the middle where it's just my gut reaction is when I see certain price expectations, even in double digits. There are a number of prices that I see put forth as potential targets, and I think that's in the realm of reality. Even at double digits, that I'm like, okay, depending on how high you're going here. If you're talking about $99, get the hell out. That's like a triple digit XRP price in disguise. No, it might as well be anyway. So, but I'm going to share with you perspective from a couple different perspective from a couple different analysts with vastly different expectations here. One says, there's certain levels could be hit that would be life-changing, and I certainly buy into the narrative. We'll see what happens. I don't pretend to know for sure what's going to happen with XRP price action. I do have my convictions for reasons I've been consistently sharing. I just don't make price predictions because I admit I don't know. But then on the flip side, some people have these targets where it's just like, I don't think they're necessarily trolling, but they're so low, it's like you might as well be. And then on an institutional side, like this is another reason that, and I'm going to keep saying this, because it's not said enough. It just isn't said enough. There's institutional interest in XRP very clearly, and it hasn't been stronger at any point in history than it is now. Look at this headline from the Crypto Basic. Ripple CEO says institutional interest in XRP is stronger than ever amid 21 shares XRP ETF filing. Spot on. It could not be more obvious that XRP is here to stay unless there's some sort of fundamental shift that isn't even visible from this moment in time. If XRP ever ends up going to zero, I will just tell you this is my opinion, there is nothing that is known in 2024 at this exact moment that would make it reasonable to believe that's going to happen. XRP, pick a metric, by all metrics, it's here to stay. And the interest in it is clearly increasing, not decreasing. Yeah, it's been consolidating for years and years, and yeah, we got screwed because of the SEC, but that doesn't mean the opportunity's gone. It just means that you're breaking people's souls, basically. Like, the hope is lost, but not for me. I just do not buy that. It's very obvious. You only get a shot for a new all-time high with XRP every 4 years. Crypto market cycles, it's a thing. You only get a chance every 4 years. We lost the last one because of the SEC. The new one, it's coming up, so we're gonna find out. But we only have it. This is the next chance. This is the first chance we've had since the SEC nonsense has ended. XRP has legal clarity. We're good to go. The appeal process doesn't impact XRP, and the market clearly knows that. So there's this headline: expert shares realistic XRP price target for coming bull run. And there's speaking of a popular analyst, Altcoin Mo. Not somebody I'm familiar with, not that it necessarily matters, but not somebody that I was aware of or somebody that I follow. But, I will say it's got a pretty respectable following here, 97,100 followers. So that says that a lot of people do trust what he's having to say here. I don't want to read the whole article. I just wanted to kind of make the point here. And credit to, if this market cycle ends and he's right, then credit where it's due. But he's calling for a Bitcoin peak of $115,000, which that's maybe lower than what a lot of people hope and expect. That could be correct. A lot of the analysts that I respect and do follow regularly think 120 to 150,000 would be the most plausible, while some acknowledge it could go higher than that to a certain degree. But he's saying Bitcoin peaks at $115,000. And yes, XRP, if that happens, yeah, going to hit a new all-time high. He does believe that. But what's the all-time high for XRP this market cycle? $5. Again, I'm not going to make a price prediction. It's not my jam. It would be disingenuous, which is why I won't do it, because I'm not a chart guy. I'm just telling you, that is hard for me to believe. You're telling me January 4th, 2018, XRP hits a new all-time high of almost $4, consolidates for the better part of a decade, achieving legal clarity after an SEC battle, fundamentals through the roof. more wallets than ever before, going from like 700,000 back in 2017 to something like 5.3 million now. And you're telling me that after all of that, XRP peaks, so it'll be there briefly, at $5? I don't see, I just don't see. And look, I don't think he's being a troll. I don't see any evidence of that, at least. And if he's right, I will give him credit. I will sadly give him credit if that's due, because, always give credit where it's due. I am highly skeptical of a target that is that low. So look, as long as he's operating in good faith, fine. But even ETH, he's calling for, $8,000. So ETH would have, from last cycle to this one, a bigger gains than XRP would have had from its all-time high to where it would peak this cycle if he's right. That's like, it sounds insane to me. Nothing against him personally. I don't know who this guy is. Can you blame me for this reaction, though? That does not compute. Now, look, I'm like the rest of you. I think that it's fair to say, at least the vast majority of you, I assume that we have something in common, which is that we're here for the opportunity, not a guarantee, but the opportunity for life-changing wealth in crypto. Because history has shown us for 15 years, it's real. It's not some sort of unattainable thing. It's not something made up. There is real opportunity. Of course, there's real risk in crypto, but we're here for that. I'm here for that. And for me, I'm expecting XRP to be a gigantic part of that. I do believe that I will, more likely than not, end up with life-changing wealth because of my XRP investment, which I've now been holding it for almost 7 full years at this point. And I spent years dollar cost averaging it. And I'm very happy that it's my largest individual position. So I want to share you this post from chart analyst Greg Crypto. And I just think it's reasonable. It just talks about reasonable expectations and levels that matter. And I've seen enough from him where he has these expectations for this market cycle of whatever the target ends up hitting, double digits highly probable. That sounds totally sane to me. I will not be surprised if indeed that is what comes to pass. I'm sitting here wondering if, when the cycle's over, we're going to be like, wow, all those $10 and $12 expectations, maybe those were too conservative. I don't know. It depends on how much money flows into Bitcoin, so we'll find out together. But this is why it's so exciting to be a holder here. So here's what he wrote. XRP color code to $1.40. Check out the April 15th, 2024 post for a clear view of this powerful color code chart. It's one of my favorites, simple yet insightful. And so this is one of those ones where if you're not driving, it'd probably be worth looking. But because he's describing what's on the chart and it is color coded, so it does make sense here. Red region, the red flag area. This area always had the potential to be a caution zone. We saw a dip here on May 8th, 2023, with a couple of weekly candles closing in the red, and again in July 2024. But guess what? The bulls came charging and pulled us right back out. What's really exciting is how the bulls consistently snap up all the XRP that the bears drop in this zone. Bulls are clearly on a mission, and they're grabbing every opportunity. And then there's the yellow zone. He says, since March 13th, 2023, XRP established the yellow region as a solid support, powering upward into the blue and green zones. But this yellow zone acts like a magnet, continuously pulling price back. It's a key level. Keeping it as support is essential to fuel our upward momentum. Then he cites the blue range, supply zone. This is our supply zone. Every time the bulls push into this range, the bears step up with heavy selling pressure. This zone, approximately 63 to 73 cents, is a battlefield, and breaking through here will be a major win for the bulls. And then there's the green zone, the bullish continuation. Ah, yes, the fun part, right? And we end up seeing this, of course. It does end up getting hit. The continuation zone every single market cycle. Now, of course, when I say that, I understand XRP didn't hit a new all-time high. Very well aware of that last cycle. But it does move in tandem with the rest of the market, at least. And so with it being geared up the way that it is at this point, if we're going to have a proper alt season, it's unfathomable to me that XRP would just sit on the sidelines. That just does not compute to me. So anyway, here he says, green zone bullish continuation. This is the final checkpoint. To keep moving upward, we need a strong weekly close within this green region. A close here signals a clear path to the next leg up. So folks, in my experience, you don't even need to be a chart guy to be aware of this. I've been here 7 years and watching this on a daily basis. Yes, specifics about a coin do matter. Okay, I'm not saying they don't matter at all, but what you see time and again is it's during these liquidity cycles. If the market's going to go up, the whole market goes up. It's just a question of to what degree and which coins are actually going to hit new all-time highs. So if you're wondering, will XRP go up if the rest of the market goes up? Unless this time is different, which are famous last words, the answer would be yes. XRP always has when the rest of the market does. This is not something I worry about at all. And honestly, I don't even worry about whether or not it's going to hit a new all-time high. I admit I don't have literally 100% conviction. I always want to be as open-minded as possible and realistic. I just find it hard to believe that it wouldn't hit a new all-time high in enterprise discovery. But that's why my conviction, my God, for so many reasons, it's the strongest it's ever been as an XRP holder. This is the time to be excited about that. And obviously, on an institutional level, financial professionals are indicating they think it makes sense. Ripple CEO says institutional interest in XRP is stronger than ever amid 21 shares XRP ETF filing. And by the way, this is why Greg Crypto here in his post, he wrapped it up by saying, every dip is just another golden chance to load up. These levels could be life-changing. They certainly could. And I think for a lot of people, the answer is going to be yes here. But you keep seeing all of these ETFs, and I reported on this yesterday, but I want to share with you what Brad Garlinghouse had to say about this. So let me just set the table here real quick, though. Yesterday, the leading asset manager, 21 Shares, became the latest company to submit an S1 registration to the U.S. SEC for an XRP exchange-traded fund ETF. The move comes weeks after companies like Canary Capital and Bitwise submitted a similar application. And look, I don't need to read this. I already reported on this sufficiently in depth yesterday. I more so just wanted to share with you what Brad Garlinghouse had to say about this, because he is kind of bitch-smacking the SEC, which I found enjoyable. But also wanted to bring home the point, 3 XRP ETFs, because there's sufficient demand from major players, right? This is happening. We need the SEC to approve them. But clearly the interest and demand is there because XRP is here to stay. Then you have XRP, which was recently added to Grayscale's large cap, what's it called? Digital large cap fund. I think I said that right. And so there's I think 5 coins in that. So it's a basket, but it's backed by actual cryptocurrencies, and they're seeking to convert that to an ETF, which means XRP would have to actually be held. So if you're a person buying, say there's an XRP ETF, if you're buying the ETF, you don't own the XRP itself, you own the ETF, but the firm that sold the ETF to you is backing that with actual XRP. So it literally impacts the supply and demand dynamics of XRP, which is one of the many reasons this is so fantastic. You should be excited for this if you're an XRP holder. And you just wait until eventually BlackRock comes. I will not be surprised to one day see a BlackRock XRP ETF. And frankly, if they do file that, my optimism for the SEC actually proving it will go through the roof because of just how well connected those people are. Largest asset manager literally on the planet, BlackRock. Yeah, I'd feel pretty good about that then. But here is the Brad Garlinghouse quote about this. So he says, "The message from the market is clear. Institutional interest in XRP products is stronger than ever. Bitwise, Canary, and 21 Shares just this morning filed S1s for XRP ETFs, while Grayscale launched an XRP trust and filed to convert its multi-asset fund, including XRP, into an ETF. The SEC's war on crypto has lost battle after battle. Their continued disregard for the court's authority will further erode the SEC's credibility and reputation." That one gets a little golf clap from Brad Garlinghouse right there. He's absolutely correct. XRP is here to stay, and we just keep seeing everything go in the right direction. And it's not just little peons like you and I. No. It's even the splishy, splashy whales getting aquatic AF. And it's the institutions out there and expanding ways to have new exposure to XRP. Absolutely. You don't see this with a dead coin. You wouldn't see all of this interest around a dead or dying coin. Everything's going the right direction. And so that's why, for so many reasons, I look at what that first analyst said, and he's like, it should be $5. I'm like, I hope you're not right. I don't think he is, just if I had to guess. I mean, unless we don't have if we're going to have an alt season to think that XRP only goes to 5, okay, I mean, if he's right, I will give him credit. I will be very disappointed, but I don't think that's what's most probable. So we'll see. But I think I'm living safely in reality, just understanding when there are coins that people find desirable. I see how they're treated, and I see how they've been treated for 15 years. And it's like XRP has rocketed in the past. To think it could never do that again, I just think it's completely absurd. So I'm optimistic. You guys let me know what you think, but this is such an exciting time to be an XRP holder. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.